So you want aim like this. Or maybe you want to move like this. Regardless of why you clicked on this video, I'm going to be showing you guys the most optimized settings for 2024. Not only that, but I also recorded this live while streaming, so my Twitch chat could ask some common questions that you also might have. I break down each and every single setting so that you can decide what works best for you. Trust me, the knowledge in this video is extremely useful, so you want to make sure you watch all of it. But just in case you're looking for a very specific thing, I left timestamps down below. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get straight into it. Enjoy. Alright, so chat, it is about that time. It is about that time. It's been a single month since I uploaded my last settings guide. It is finally time to post another one. It is time to post another one in order to farm a little bit more YouTube ad revenue and share the best settings on YouTube. We're gonna start in gameplay. We're gonna work our way over to controller, and then to video, and then eventually ending on audio. Okay, let's go ahead and start it. These are the best settings for 2024. If you want to play like me, if you want to play like all the best players, okay? Interact prompt style, keeps it on compact. I've said it once, I'll say it again, but pretty much the difference between compact and default is this. You have it on default, it's going to give you a huge icon that's going to tell you exactly what it is, okay? And I'll show you exactly where that's bad. Let's say I'm trying to look at this. There's an enemy right there over there, right? I literally can't even see them. I can't even see them. So keep this on compact. Less visual clutter. Next up is button hits. You can either keep this on or off. There's literally no difference in your performance. Maybe a little bit of visual clutter will go away if you use it off, but in my opinion, there's literally no difference. Unless you want somebody to know what input you're on. And in that case, I would keep it on. We're really going to start off with helicopter, bro. Are you kidding me? Crosshair damage feedback. Keep this on, bro. I know a lot of people keep it, you know, completely off, and I understand, like, the thought process behind that. It's less clutter, obviously. Let me turn on the audio for you guys real quick. It's less clutter, obviously, but hear me out. Let's say there's a huge fight going on, okay? You're hearing, like, a bunch of helicopters or something. Let's say, boom, I have an arc star down right there, and let's say it doesn't kill him, okay? I only hear it. I don't actually see if I damaged him, all right? So obviously I damaged him, but because I was turned around and I couldn't really hear it too well, if I have it on, it's a completely different story. What the heck?
Pawn.
Oh, come on, don't do this to me. I meant this right here. Okay, as long as it's on, there we go. I switched the wrong thing on. As long as it's on, I turn around, even if it's super loud, can't hear anything, I get the hit marker, okay? That's why it's so important to have it on, okay? It's so important to have it on. Stacking, I keep it for damage numbers. I keep it on stacking. In my opinion, it's just the cleanest. The impetuous streamer making another ALC video. Yeah, that's what I do, bro. I said it 1,000 times, chat. My analytics are down for YouTube. I have to make ALC settings videos. It's just the simple truth, okay? So, cope about it, cry about it. I literally don't care. At the end of the day, I'm a college student. I need to make money, okay? How do you shoot? I'm not going to go over that. If you don't know how to shoot, then you're hopeless, bro. Again, stacking numbers. Keep it on stacking. Good comms, good callouts. Enemy health bar. If you keep this off, you're kind of just throwing at the end of the day. Like, if you're having it off, every enemy that you have has it on. And so they're having an advantage over you. You may think it looks ugly, and in my opinion, it honestly does. But at the end of the day, if you're playing with it off, aka disabled, you're throwing. Ping opacity. I already learned how to say it. I know in the past videos we didn't know how to say it, but opacity. Keep it on default. Sometimes if like you ping and it's on faded, you won't really be able to see it too well, especially when you're ADS. So keep it on default so you have that good comms, so you can communicate with your teammates properly. Miz, I'm gonna touch you, and I will say this: it's not gonna be pleasant for you. What does that even mean, dude? Chat, is that a bannable offense? Yes or no? Enemy highlight. Keep this on, bro. Again, the exact same thing. The exact same thing. Why in the world would you keep it off? Like, why in the world would you keep it off if you can keep it on? And why in the world would you keep it off if all your enemies are going to have it on? They're just going to have a crazy advantage over you. It's pretty much like mini wall hacks, in my opinion. Because a lot of the time, like, if you really think about it, yes, you'll see people, like, in the distance of when the enemy highlight comes on. But, like, there's a lot of situations, especially if you play on, like, a bad monitor or you play on, like, a TV, you might literally just miss them. So having it on is very helpful. And all your enemies already have it, so I'll keep it on as well. Mini map rotation, I keep this off. Obituaries, I keep this on. This is the little death feed, pretty much. We'll keep that on. Why only mini wall hacks when I can have real wall hacks like 80% of the players that play? I mean, if you're on PC, yeah, a lot of people actually do use wall hacks. There's no way to actually prove it unless they're streaming and they got caught. So if, you know, you want to use wall hacks on PC, I honestly won't even say anything. Like, I feel like everybody does. Stop using helicopter! Weapon auto cycle on empty. Keep this off, chat. You want to do things yourself, okay? You're shooting somebody, and you no longer have ammunition, okay? I want to show you guys what happens. I want to show you guys exactly what happens. I know a lot of people keep this on, but let's say I'm shooting somebody. I run out of ammo. Stop, bro. I swear to you, everything does stop. Just keep it off, bro. I literally can't focus right now. Always sprint. Keep this on. I talked about this in a different video about the 3 secret ALC settings, or not ALC settings, but the 3 secret settings that are like, you know, nerfing your movement. Keeping auto sprint on is gonna guarantee that you get to your maximum velocity as fast as possible. Your movement is gonna be like just so much smoother. You're gonna genuinely feel so much faster overall. It's just, I really recommend it. Okay. Jetpack control, I keep this on toggle. When I played Valkyrie, I kept it on toggle. I know a lot of people keep it on hold, but that's just what I did. Incoming damage feedback, keep this on 3D. If you're getting shot from above or below, left or right, you want to know what you're getting shot from, okay? Genuine question, I don't see kill feed for some reason. What setting do I need to change? I said that before. Obituaries right here. If you don't have obituaries on, you're not going to see the kill feed in the top right-hand corner, okay? So make sure you have it on. Taking damage, closes death boxes, or crafting menu. Chat. Keep this off if you're going for a quick shield swap and there's a caustic or...
Please stop touching me in my no square.
Ah! Mods, ban that guy! You don't want to immediately get like the cancel and like get out of it, right? That was actually weird. So no matter what, chat, if you're going to take like a mini little, like, you know, 1 damage, it's going to immediately close it. And it's going to end up throwing and you're going to die because of it. Also, do I look drippy? Yes or no? Be honest. I think I do. Streamer mode, keep this off. Nobody knows who you are. You're not a streamer. Hop up, pop up. Same with that. Keep it off. Unless you're brand new to the game and you actually need comms on, you know, what each attachment does, then I'd keep it on. But if you're even semi-experienced in the game, just do it. Alright, bro. Chat, am I yapping? Yes or no? Be honest. Anonymous mode, keep this off. Again, nobody knows who you are. Stop acting like they do. You should sharing. I don't even know what that is. I think that's just like literally them stealing our data and selling it to China or something. So I keep it enabled because I love my data being stolen and sold to China. Performance display, keep this on. This is a very big one, chat. 99% of the time, if you're lagging, you will be able to see because of the performance display. If you keep it off, I know it looks a little bit smoother. It looks a little bit more cleaner, like your entire setup, right? However, I really do highly suggest that you just keep it on because you don't want to take fights when you're lagging or when your frames drop or anything like that. Again, I know it looks a little cleaner. I'm going to disable sound alerts. Next person to use a sound alert is literally getting banned. I'm not even joking, bro. I'm not even joking, bro. Next person who uses sound alert is getting banned. Stop it. Alright. Moving on. Communication filter. I don't even know what that is. Reticle. This is my reticle. I have switched to green. I think it's mad clean, honestly. It's mad clean. And it's just good enough. So, like, if I switch through, it's just good enough that it's still, like, you can see through the thing. You can still see through trees, through grass. Like, even right here, you can still see through the grass. So, it's up to the color. Oh, wait, you're banned. Yep, you're banned. GG's. 1,000+ messages down the toilet just for that. GG's. Okay, moving on. You guys thought I was joking. I wasn't. Laser sight. Pink, bro. It's clean. It looks so good. Please use pink, bro. Please use pink, all right? Please use pink. Colorblind mode, Tritanopia. I talked about this in my last video, how it's gonna make your enemies pop more. It's gonna make everything pop a little bit more. Stop to let's keep it off. This is unless you're like, you know, running Apex and you're using like the Japanese or Spanish voice actors and you don't actually speak that language yourself. There's no reason to keep this off unless your comprehension levels for hearing is just like that. Oh. Unless it's really bad. I can't speak right now. Subtitle size, you really shouldn't have to worry about this. I mean, if you're not using subtitles, then it doesn't even matter. 07's in the chat for OA. Enable accessible chat features. Keep this off. Incoming off and off. I mean, literally, I think it's just default at that point. But that is the gameplay settings.
Mizery was once a top-tier Apex Legends streamer, known for his incredible skills and entertaining commentary. However, as time passed, his gameplay took a nosedive, earning him the reputation of being washed.
I'm not
washed.
The
decline, he remained a beloved figure in the community, with fans tuning in.
Thank the good Lord it ended. All right. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the gameplay tab. Let's go ahead and move on to the controller tab, which is the most important part, in my opinion. I just want to point something out, chat. Depending on what controller you use, okay? I'm just going to go into the settings tab. I'm going to show you guys. No matter what you do, button layout, sensitivity-wise, if you have a bad controller, you're going to be throwing. That's why I am so happy to announce I am officially partnered with Get a Grip Gaming. Yes, sir. Get a Grip Gaming. 7% off. Code Mizery. Absolutely the best. 8 paddles, bro. 8 paddles. You don't even have to worry about your layout. 8 paddles is insane. How affect joysticks? Don't have to worry about dead zone. I'll get more into that later, though. I'm not trying to yap over here. Get a Grip Gaming, though. Code Mizery. What? Yep, ban that guy too. Code Mizery, 20% off Rogue Energy. Support the stream. All right, let's just get straight into it. Button layout. Again, I use 2 paddles. One's for crouch, one's for one's for inspect / holster. But this is my current layout. The only thing I have switched is jump and tactical. That's literally it. And yes, I do play on gyro, as you guys know. So like all my settings are a little bit more confusing in Steam. If you guys want a full tutorial on like my personal settings, I'll totally give that to you guys. But still, with that being said, this is my settings in game, and it's pretty much the same in Steam. However, it's a little more confusing just because of the gyro stuff. Literally all that matters when it comes to button layout, and let me just go into the face cam mode to tell you guys this. The only thing that really matters for button layout is that you keep your thumbs on the joysticks at all times, and that's why it's so important that you either play claw, you either play some Frankenstein binds that are going to make it so you can keep your thumbs on the joysticks at all times, because again, that is the most important thing when it comes to movement and aim. Okay, you never want to lift up your right thumbstick, you never want to lift up your left thumbstick. Okay, literally that's literally all that matters, and you can either achieve that through playing claw, through custom binds, or preferably using paddles. And that's again why I'm so excited to say, I am partnered with Get a Grip Gaming controllers. They come with up to 8 paddles. Okay, up to 8 paddles, which is just absolutely insane. So if you don't want to have to worry about all this other stuff, or you don't want to play claw, Get a Grip Gaming, 7% off code Mizery. Stick layout keeps on default unless you're like disabled or something, and in that case I guess you can play southpaw or whatever this is. It's just really weird in my opinion. No offense to my disabled brothers, I love you guys. Interact / reload button, tab to use / reload. Here's the reason why I don't play it on hold for either of them. Especially when you get to my level of gameplay and not being washed. Again, I'm getting chat messages saying how to be unwashed. Okay, I understand that you guys think I'm washed. I'm not washed. Okay, I'm in the prime of I've ever been in. I'm playing better than ever, literally. But here's the thing: the reason why I play with both of them on top is because at the end of the day, if I have to hold down to reload, it's gonna take extra time. It's going to take way extra time, especially in clutch fights like a 1v3 where I always clutch up. You guys know me.
Hot tub stream when?
I'm not doing a hot tub stream. Please stop asking. And the exact same thing goes for doors. I mean, like, I'm going to give you guys a scenario. If I'm running up to a door, and let's say I'm having some dude that's literally on my meat just riding the crap out of me in a non-sexual manner. You guys know what I mean. He's literally on my tail is what I meant to say. And I'm going through the door. I'm going to, like, have to hold down to it, turn around, and then hold down again. Why would you want to do that when you can literally just tap, and then yeah, sometimes you will have to like reload behind doors, but there's like workarounds to that. If you guys want a video on me showing you guys how to do the workarounds for both console and PC, then let me know. All you need to know though is for overall performance, keeping it on tap for both of them is superior in my opinion. But again, that's just my opinion. All right, crouch button, keep this on hold, bro. Keep this on hold, keep this on hold, keep this on hold. If you don't have your crouch button on hold, you're literally throwing, when it comes to any kind of movement, including slide jumps, literally, bunny hops, any kind of movement, keeping it on hold is going to make it much easier. Even, like, honestly, in my opinion, chat, and say, like, type 1 if I'm weird for this, but I genuinely feel like any kind of super glides is also easier on hold. Because you're already only tapping jump. So, like, the fact that you can have, like, a constant with just holding down crouch, in my opinion, makes it easier. So that's why I honestly believe that, crouch on holds is... Okay, why is everybody typing 1? Am I actually weird for that? Whatever, moving on. Adaptive triggers. Listen, bro, I understand it feels cool to have, like, the trigger, get a little tighter or whatever whenever you're shooting people. But for performance, keep it off. Survival slot button, keep this off if you want to be able to interact, inspect, like your heirlooms, inspect your fists, all that good stuff. I would suggest keeping it off. There's a tutorial on YouTube that I made on how to do that, so look that up. Let's see. Trigger dead zones. Keep this on none, bro. Like... You want to be as responsive as possible when it comes to anything in this game. And when you apply a trigger dead zone, unless your controller's absolutely busted, pause, then no matter what, like, you're going to be putting yourself at a disadvantage. But you don't have to really worry about any kind of dead zones. If you guys get, like, the mouse click triggers or trigger stops, which Get a Grip Gaming actually does offer a mouse click trigger. I'll literally just, like, listen to this. Those are my bumpers and my triggers. Like, I don't have to worry about any kind of dead zones on them. I have the most adaptive or the most, like, responsive triggers on the market, bro. This is low-key kind of like all one big ad for Get a Grip Gaming, but that's how much I believe in them, chat. They're, like, literally the most best controllers ever, bro. Alright, anyways, moving on. Menu cruiser speed, right about here is what I found to be the best. That's like a little bit over half. I think it's a little bit over the default. I'm not aware of what the default actually is though, but that's what I like. Okay, now chat for the bread and butter, what everybody's here for. Actually, just kidding. Movement dead zone, keep us on small. Apex, please give us ability to make it onto 0. Honestly, if it's onto 0, we're gonna be balling, but whatever. No reason to have a busted controller when you can have 7% off Get Gaming. Exactly, bro. Listen to this guy. He knows what he's talking about. Literally. Anyways, inverted look, keep this off unless again you're disabled or something. And in that case, I guess it's just play by play. Vibration, keep this off. I know a lot of people keep it on, but here's the reason why I want you to turn it off. It's literally gonna mess up your aim. I know a lot of people use it to like time their slide jumps and time all those different things more effectively. But in my opinion, like keeping it on, especially when you're shooting people. Bro, when you're
Mizery, you're more tempting that jar macon bacon you sigma sign a slippery superstall of an Apex.
I don't even know what that means, bro. Just shut up, bro. Please. YouTube, do you guys see what I have to deal with? Literally. These guys are weird, bro. Type 1 if Miz is gonna be alone his whole life. Nobody's typing 1 to that. Anyways, back to the vibration chat. I mean, if you have it on, you're just throwing because it's gonna mess up your aim, especially if you have good vibrators in your controller. It's gonna be even like more powerful. You know what I mean? All right, so everybody's typing 1. YouTube, mute the video for the next 2 seconds. I'm not giving my Twitch chat enough time. I mean, you want to sit here and troll me? I'm gonna literally just destroy your ears. I'm gonna destroy your ear holes, bruh. I don't care. All right, anyways, the bread and butter, what everybody's here for. Again, YouTube, if you're over there on YouTube and you want to experience this live, I understand this is kind of an annoying video, but you know I have to make it. People ask, you know, come over to the Twitch. Come to the Twitch, bro. Twitch. Should YouTube come over to the Twitch? Yes or no? I see 2 yeses. I see 3 yeses. I am only seeing yeses right now. Why is that? And absolutely is in there. If you're not already, join the Twitch, bro. Link in the description. All right, advanced look controls. I'm literally just plugging everything right now. I don't care. I literally don't care. I play 0 Dead Zone, and let me tell you exactly why. Here comes another plug. I use Hall Effect joysticks that were developed by Get a Grip Gaming. They have a patent on them. They literally make it unlike anybody else. They haven't had a single controller develop any kind of stick drift in the 2.5 years that they've had these patented sticks. So there's other Hall Effect joysticks out there. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There's other Hall Effect joysticks out there. You won't have to worry about Dead Zone with. But Get a Grip Gaming literally has a patent around theirs because nobody else does it like them. So I keep it on 0. And Steam, it's the same thing. However, if you're on a normal controller and you don't want to buy a new controller, then playing anything from 5 to 0 is literally going to be the sweet spot. As long as you're not playing gyro, like obviously I play gyro most of the time. If you're like playing normal controller, a little bit of stick drift isn't going to actually hurt whatsoever. It's not going to hurt at all. In fact, it might actually help with your aim assist because the way aim assist works is if you're ever like looking at somebody, it's automatically going to like, you know, activate once your right stick picks up something. Okay, that's how the aim assist works. So if you have like 0 dead zone, but the moment that it like receives an input on like even if it is from stick drifts, it's going to. So having a little bit of stick drift actually helps. I understand it can be a little frustrating sometimes, especially when it comes to like nades and stuff. However, in my professional opinion, I played on 0% dead zone for literally 2 years before I switched to Hall Effect joysticks. Having a little bit of stick drift.
I can't watch your streams in November.
Pause! What? Okay, that was probably the weirdest message so far. I know exactly what you mean, dude. Don't try to play that off, you freak. Anyways, yeah, just playing on a low dead zone is gonna help your game, like immediately. You're literally gonna immediately improve. Outer threshold, I play on, you know, PS5 joysticks. So I bumped up the outer threshold from default, which is what I used to play on Xbox. If you're on Xbox, I suggest that. Up to 4. It helps the, you know, the game feel a little bit more smooth, in my opinion. But yeah, that's just what I do though. Outer threshold, dead zone, and response curve is literally all gonna like just apply to you. What you guys are really here for is the yawn pitch speed and the ADS yawn pitch speed, and the pro optics, of course. But in my opinion, having like, you know, a customized dead zone, outer threshold, and response curve that's customized to your gameplay and your controller is really important. So don't just copy this. Maybe I would copy response curve because playing on 0 is linear, and I highly suggest linear. That's not going to be, you know, any different for anybody else. But when it comes to outer threshold and dead zone, I highly suggest that you just customize these to your liking. But yeah, that's my outer threshold, dead zone, and response curve. Pro optic settings, here they are: 1.0, 1.0, 1.0, 1.0, 1.0, 1.0, 1.0, 6.7, 8, and then 10, and then sear passive, I keep on 1.0 as well. Literally, I don't understand why anybody even plays sear in 2024, actually. Real crap. Chat. Oh, crap, bro! Please help me! Please! I can't! No! Bro, I just broke it! Let me walk you through what just happened. I was sitting there and I was like, you know how funny it would be if I fell? Like, that could be like a really good clip, especially for the YouTube video. And then I was like, no, never mind. I'm gonna hit legs later today. I really don't want to get hurt. And then I leaned back too far to the point that I couldn't pull myself up, and I actually fell for real. I was trying to farm a clip right there, and the clip just ended up farming itself after I decided I didn't want to. Anyways, moving on, chat. We're literally just extending this at this point. Yawn pitch speed, bro. Make the switch to 500 if you haven't already, bro. You're tripping on nutsack. Literally. You're tripping on nutsack. Make the switch to 500. If you don't want to play 500, I highly suggest that you still play max sense. Don't crutch 4-3 like all these other losers. I promise you this is the most fun sense you're ever going to play. If you don't want to play 500, that's totally fine. Drop it down to like 300. Max out the turning extra. And what that's going to do is it's going to make it so that you have 500 when you're not looking at somebody. The moment you look at somebody, now you're on a lower sense. Obviously, I don't play that sense, so like I suck at it.
From the screen to the ring, to the PN, to the king wears my crown.
Shut up.
That's my bling.
But that's what I suggest to you if you don't want a full switch to 500. ADS yawn, pitch speed, baby! 150, 140 is a sweet spot for all controller players, in my opinion. Having the ADS yawn pitch speed like close to each other is very, very important. Do your paddles automatically get recognized by Steam? No. Get a Grip Gaming controller paddles are all remappable via the actual controller, not through Steam. So you don't have to worry about any kind of third-party applications for that. And yeah, that's the ALC settings, chat. My video settings, I've actually finally switched, and this is another reason why I'm making this video. I finally switched from 1610 1728 by 1080p to 16 by 9 1920 by 1080p. If you poke Miz like that, he'll flash you too. Chat, I want to make something very, very clear. I have never in my entire life taken a picture of my penis. Just putting it out there. Brightness 54. I don't like it too bright. I used to have it way too bright. It was hurting my eyeballs. I turned it down a little bit. FOV ability scaling disabled. Sprint view shake minimal. V-Sync disabled. It's gonna cause tearing for some people. You're gonna have to, figure out your settings and make sure it doesn't actually tear. But having V-Sync on is gonna add input delay, which you really don't want. And then the rest of them are literally just on low, besides NVIDIA Reflex, which is on enabled plus boost. And the rest of them are just on low or disabled. Same with audio. I mean, obviously, like I play around 50, but for the purposes of this video, I'm on 22. And then everything else here, you can just copy. I don't like my dialogue being too loud, so. Anyways, chat, again, somebody said you look like a bit emoji. I don't like that, okay? Again, chat, if you're on the YouTube, come over to the Twitch. I know, these videos are kind of repetitive, but at the end of the day, like, I'm a college student. I have to make them. I have to make my money. YouTube is down right now, so if you want to support the stream, if you want to put money in my pocket, which I desperately need, especially after buying my first car, I need you guys to go over to Rogue Energy, code Mizery 20% off, or get a controller, code Mizery from Get a Grip Gaming. I appreciate it, guys. Make sure you guys drop a like on the video. Again, come over to the Twitch. Bye, YouTube!